Good evening, welcome to, or good day, depending where you are. Welcome to my Division stream. If you wonder what that banging is, I keep knocking my microphone off its hook. Don't know how I managed that. And here we are in stream now. I forgot to load my chat up, which I keep doing every day, but it's alright. Because we are in the private beta. And let's wait. Everyone, I'm just going to put this on my Discord so that my regular viewers can tune in. And if you're not a regular viewer, you should become a regular viewer. You should hit that like button, you should hit that subscribe button, and you should ring the notifications as well, because that'll tell you when I am streaming. So I'm just going to knock them in there. I think everything's all right in there. So gonna go with it. So you will notice from the title of my video saying that it's not as bad as they say, and there's a reason for this. Is because all level 7. Okay, so I'm actually gonna delete this agent. I'm actually going to delete that agent and start again. Oh, I don't think you can actually. Can you? Oh, damn it. Hang on, let's see if that actually worked. Or is it just going to start a new game? Oh, damn it, I've jumped into the end game sequence. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well, we can jump out of it. So yes, and it's come in with an early load, so we'll just jump out of that. Yeah, I'm not going to name names because you can probably see from their regular. Oops. Wait, hang on a minute. How am I doing this? What am I doing wrong here? Right. Okay. There we go. So as you can probably see, like the famous people who stream Division videos, take away maybe Mr. Meme, everybody's kind of, they're not really digging the game, and they're saying that it's broken, there's things wrong with it. Now there are certain
we took things for granted.
Kind of glitches and
we expected
animation
coffee in the
glitches
morning.
for sure.
We expected free Wi-Fi. When those were taken from us, we survived.
But I don't think any of it's game
when communications broke down, the trains stopped and the internet went dark.
And I've just been playing tonight with another friend who says that for a beta it's pretty damn good, and he's never played the Division before.
Asthma became lethal. And with no police to protect you. Did you own a gun?
He felt it was easy to pick it up.
Neighbor?
Some survived.
He felt it was really easy to get into. And he said he really enjoyed it.
We are a resilient species. When our society collapsed, we found ways to go on.
So I think that it's getting
for the
a lot
first
of
time in
bad
what
press,
we want
but
is
I think there's a reason for this.
What we need.
And I will talk about it once this intro
in the face of
over.
disaster, we helped each other.
We built new communities in the ruins of the old. We adapted. We survived. Established a new normal. But there are also those who build nothing. Create nothing.
Hyenas preying on the weak. They've made our world bleed. But we don't stand alone. A brave few have sworn to protect us and save what remains. They unite us.
Remind us that we are one people.
Oh, crap.
They are our shield.
Sorry about that. I'm
and our
switching.
light.
I didn't
but if
realize
that
it
light
pauses
goes
it.
out,
who can save us then?
Not me. So yeah, I've been an Elite Dangerous streamer for a long time, and I kind of stream the Division on the side. along with Red Dead Redemption, a couple of other things. One thing I've noticed as time goes on is that the more popular streamers become, the more kind of salty they become, and the more they complain about the actual product. And I'm going to be honest, when you look at what the Division #1 is right now, and you jump into this beta of Division 2, it is very good, in my opinion. I think it handles very, very similarly to the first Division.
Hostile forces have breached our southern perimeter. We're in need of immediate assistance. Repeat, need immediate assistance from any nearby agents.
There's parts of it that are a bit confusing. It doesn't quite explain it, but it's not kind of game-breaking stuff. And then when the guys are talking about how it's not ready for launch and stuff like that, when these guys are saying, "Oh, this game's not ready for launch" and stuff like that, well, I would play it as it is. So it's kind of one person's thing against another. This is my second time through with this character, and for most of this evening I've been playing with another character on another account that I created for the sole purpose of introducing somebody to the Division. I was saying earlier on that he said he enjoyed it, and he felt it was good for a beta. I'm hoping to get a bit more feedback off him later on, because I think I've always banged on about the Division. It's a bit like Marmite for some people. They either like it or they don't like it, and I think that the fact that it's a shooter kind of makes some people think that it's more of one thing than it is another. But I've always enjoyed it, and one of the things I'm enjoying here is exactly what I'm doing here, which is the looter element. They've really worked on it. They've worked on it so hard for this one, and every bit of looting counts. Every single little part of it counts, and you can loot all you want and you still don't seem to have exactly what you need, which is kind of a good thing. Yeah, I'm trying to return to the mission area. I'd forgotten where I am now. Okay, so I need to be going in that direction. Ah! I did that before. I kept on going off on the map where I think I still get to keep my stuff. There we go. Kind of lost track. Oh, I wasn't far off. I was only like, I think I got my stuff. Let me just check what I've got in there. Yeah, so I've got some food. So I think I've got everything that I collected there. It's actually not so. This first part is, you don't need to worry too much about these tents. It's more about there's a house, and that you can get some decent stuff out of that house. I think I just lost the thingy for a second. I'm just gonna vault over here. So yeah, it's a lot of people are kind of slagging off, but yeah, you've got the stuff because that was lootable. So I've noticed like some really predominant Division streamers have kind of said no, it's not ready or it's not good, and I just don't believe that. There's a big thing with the Division which there's a problem with, in my opinion. One thing is that there are a lot of people who play this game and they're only interested in getting to the Dart Zone and playing in the Dart Zone. They're not interested in level 1 to 30. They're not interested in end game. They're purely interested in getting to the Dart Zone. I've been watching people stream this private beta, and the first thing they were doing was like they were just spamming through. Well, spamming, I don't know if it's quite the word, but they were just absolutely trudging through the first few levels in order to get that level where they can play in the Dart Zone. And then once they did that, they just sat in the Dart Zone trying to work out what was meta, which, you know, that's not really trying the beta out, in my opinion. So then when certain things don't go their way, I noticed one guy was moaning about the fact that shotguns were too overpowered if you can get up close, but isn't that the point of a shotgun? isn't that the point of skills, is to keep everything at bay so that the shotgun isn't as good as it is? I don't know. I just feel that maybe people were too busy trying to get into. Well, I'm stuck. Trying to get into the end game. Or the private beta end game, if you will. That they kind of forced.
I've got eyes on a division agent heading north toward the White House.
Fortook.
Looks like they've cut down a group of hyenas and are headed
I've
this
had
way.
a few drinks.
Agent, if you can hear us on this frequency, keep pushing forward and blindside these bastards.
Everything else, I don't know. It seems strange to me. For a beta, I think it works really well. I've played a couple of betas. I played the technical beta. I was invited to play it by Ubisoft, and I can say that it was a lot different from what I'm seeing now. I can't discuss it, but I can say it's a hell of a lot different from what I'm seeing now. If somebody was to say to me tomorrow, are you gonna... Well, I'm gonna be honest and open and say that I have ordered the Ultimate Edition. I had a discount with my Ubisoft account, so I got it for pretty cheap. I think I got it for 80 euros, which isn't bad. I plan on probably buying it on PlayStation 4 as well. I've got a few friends who play on PlayStation 4, and I am an absolute long-time player of the Division #1. I might not be the famous YouTuber, and I might not be the best at it, but I enjoyed every second of it. So I'm very much inclined to buy the next one. I was just talking to somebody earlier, actually. 800 hours on PS4 and 600 odd hours on PC.
Give it to me straight. I don't want any of this mamby-pamby bullshit. People have been feeding me about what's going on.
Oops, wrong direction. If you're just dropping by for the first time, do come by and say hello in the chat. That's what it's there for. I hope I don't make you travel sick with all this spinning around.
Do we have any idea who's responsible, or is this a natural outbreak?
Negative on that, sir. DCD has just confirmed that pathogen is a smallpox variant. There's no way that got...
So yeah, I'm really truly enjoying it.
Moscow, Beijing?
I'm not sponsored. I haven't been given any nice things to say that. I actually just generally feel like it's a good, good and well-rounded, and for a beta, that's pretty shocking or pretty surprising. Oops, crazy. I love how those gas grenades work, by the way. It's great. You can't even run straight, you run all over the place. It's really well thought out. Christ, those grenades really don't like me. Ah, we're gonna get killed already. Come on. I did explain that I've had 1 or 2 drinks, so I might not be the best at the moment. This is why I don't get invited to go to Ubisoft. Where is he? I can get them. That'll actually be a pretty good one. Ah, there she is. Ah, you bugger.
There's the agent. Get that fire out.
So, the White House. So, here are my negatives, because I'm going to speak about the negatives, because there are some. I'm really not a fan of the Washington settlements, like kind of the settling of the story in Washington.
Safe area detected.
Don't like it. Don't like it at all. I don't know why. For wide open spaces, I'm thinking maybe Los Angeles or something. I just don't like it. I just think we were kind of spoiled with New York. I visited New York in the summer and I actually went to a load of locations from the Division. And I enjoyed visiting those locations. And I've played this and none of the locations make me want to visit Washington. I don't know. It's a very strange one. So I'm gonna skip any cinematics simply because I don't want to spoil them for people. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who's going to be buying the game or whatnot, so I'm gonna skip them. I haven't skipped them in other videos, so there's kind of a spoiler alert there for those. Okay, so we've got a field proficiency cache, which other plus points I'm gonna go on with this game, and I'm gonna be very clear about this, which set it way above the Division 1. Loot boxes always at level. Now in the Division 1 I think they were always at level, but they often spurned out crap, and I'm going to be very honest and say crap. They don't now. They seem to kick out some decent stuff, and those things seem to, you know, they seem to be half decent. So for example, if we open this one, we got a chest piece and we got a military MK7. So because of my account always using so you can see we got that, because my account's always using assault rifles, I'm probably never going to get assault rifles to drop very often. It's always like rifles, submachine guns and stuff like that, but I expect that. What I have got already, I've just got to the White House and I've already got a two-piece set. So I've got the I've forgotten the name of them now. Providence Defense. I've got the Providence Defense chest piece and I've got the glove. So I've got now 10% skill power and 8% extra health and 2% extra rifle damage. I've also got plus 99% health on the top of that. So I need backpacks, need packs, things like that. I need to be looking at trying to get with them, and that happens quite a lot. They do drop in quite a lot, so you don't. Biggest inventory in DC. You don't always need to worry. So with this, I'm gonna go with the drone. I'm gonna go with a fixer drone for a bit of extra health because I'm a solo player. But I might actually drop in on other people playing because I'm feeling quite comfortable with it at the moment. I think I'm going to go with a turret, or should I go with a seeker mine? I've been playing with a turret, and to be honest, I prefer it. The sniper turret, I like it, but you actually have to select each person, and it can't always hit them. They generally, what happens is, you'll select the person, they immediately go into cover, and then they never come out. So the turret kind of becomes a bit defunct, whereas if you use a standard turret, it shoots at anybody who's in the open. So I'm going to stick with a standard turret for the time being. I haven't used any extra mods on the turret, by the way. Somebody was talking about that earlier. I haven't come across it, so I don't know if it's just because something hasn't dropped or what. But so we got that, we got that skill. Did I fix them in? Nope. So what we might want to do actually is have a look at our perks. So perks, I get 2 perks at the beginning. There's a ton of stuff here to choose from, but I'm going to say with the first 2 perks should be opening the second weapon slot.
Agent requesting backup.
There you go. And your second skill slot. I think it's a no-brainer for your first thing. You know, to have 2 skill slots open so early in the game. In the original Division, I can't remember which level you had to get to open those slots, but you did have to get to a certain level. So to have them open at the beginning of the game, it feels fresh, very fresh. Okay, so we'll put that one in the second slot. Okay, so we've got them. So our first thing is to go to the settlement here. Now, normally I would take the regular route, but I'm not gonna take the regular route. I'm gonna take an irregular route, and the reason is I'm gonna try and get some extra firearms and stuff on the way. And this is where I like the new. This is where I like the Division 2. Is the fact that it has.
They're a bunch of vicious assholes who prey on the weak and vulnerable and kill for kicks. And they destroy whatever they can't steal for themselves.
It actually rewards you for looting.
Serious problem for the theater settlement. Given our situation, we need
so if you take your time out to look around locations and whatnot, you will get things from it. So I haven't been out the back end actually, and I don't think there's any way in by the looks of it.
They're not going to last long without support.
Seems strange that they built these steps here. You know what really interested me actually is that I don't know if the makers of the game have actually been in the White House. So you kind of go in the White House here, the base of operations and everything, and you're looking at all these rooms and like, wow, yeah, okay, that's this room, that's that room, right? But what I didn't know is, I mean, I'm guessing, if I'm right, so that's north. So if you go to the West Wing, which is the name of the TV show,
electronic device detected,
is where like all the interviews and stuff go down. So you go into the West Wing here, for example, you can see this is where the White House press conferences are. I just thought that was super interesting. I don't know if this is how it's set up in reality. I don't think it is. Oh, hang on. Divergent, is that you, Morgan? It's too small. If it isn't, I'm sorry, but it looks like Morgan. Greg, how are you doing? I hope you're still enjoying the game. It's due out next month, and this is a beta, and it is very promising. I love it. I think it's great. I had Brian, the Flying Scotsman, playing with me earlier. He really liked it as well. Here's the President's office, which is in the West Wing as well. I didn't know that. You live and learn.
No, we're no closer to finding a cure. Look, if we had anything, we'd be sharing it. This is bigger than borders. But these rumors of a broad-spectrum antiviral are just that. Now, rumors. Let's talk about this proposal of yours to shut down the border crossings in El Paso. I know you've got a lot of people
that's pretty
headed
political.
south from there right now that you can't afford to take care of. Believe me, we don't want to outsource our...
I don't know. You lot have to stop changing your names. Yeah, it is you. Okay, so you got to stop changing your names. It's not fair on me, especially when I've had a drink. Right, let me just go get some Scottish water. I'll be a second.
I swear, Ellis, you ever get the feeling that there's something funny going on? There's nothing funny about this situation, Mr. President. Knock it off. You know what I mean. I'm not sure that I do. It's just all of this feels harder than it should. Like there's something pushing back against everything we're doing. You sit in the big office. There's always going to be people pushing back reflexively on anything you do. You know I've got your back. And so does the country. So worry less about the hypothetical crises, and let's deal with the real one we've got facing us right now.
Okay, so that's kind of a bit political. I don't really get too political, but you know, it is what it is. If you want to see a real government shutdown, as they said, come and have a look at this place. Right, okay, so alright, thanks very much for dropping by, Greg. It was nice to see you, and I'm glad you're really enjoying Elite. It's always nice to see people enjoying it. And Morgan, you should get this game. You can always rock around with me. If you know me, I've played the Division 1 from scratch about 3 million times. And I was offering Brian to play it earlier. I was like, oh, if you buy it, I'll play through to level 30 with you. There was just something about that game. I just absolutely loved it. Even when I went to New York, I visited loads of locations from the game.
Exiting safe area.
But this version, as I said, lots of looting going on. It's very much an MMO looter shooter, if that's the correct wording for it. But at the beginning, the looting seems a bit strange. It doesn't seem like it has any point, but then as you kind of delve a little bit deeper into the game, you actually start realizing that it actually really does have a lot of point to it, and that's what I really like. I love the fact that I think the looting resets every 5 or 6 hours, so it is going to be possible to do looting routes, which is fantastic, because I think that's a very important thing to be able to do.
Electronic device detected.
I need to go up there because I've never collected that, I don't think. Oh, we've got a gun box. Yeah. Yeah. Got some other stuff. I never get assault rifles because that's what I play with, so as much as I want them, they never drop in. Ever. Please have an assault rifle. No. It's I get marksman rifles every time, unfortunately. I end up with this level 1 gun for an absolute age. Okay, so this is good, right? It's an upgrade and I get 5% weapon damage now. So I've got 3 of these Providence Defense products. You can see they've all got like a ship anchor on them. So this actually is the highest you can get with this, which is crazy in the lower modes of the game. But now I've got, for example, skill power, 10% skill power, 8% extra health, and 5% extra weapon damage, which is going to be very, very good. I'm going to go with Douglas and Harding on that one, because if I can get the 2, I get accuracy and critical hit damage, which is really, really good. And then you have extra attributes. I've got 99 health, 2% rifle damage, and 84% bonus armor, which, I'm going to be honest with you, all the numbers and everything don't always make a huge amount of sense. But, has that just locked itself again, or is that the other side? God, that's the other side. Morgan, do you like other games, or do you generally just stick to
backup request.
Stick to stuff like The Division, like Elite? Sorry. Right, let's go back. Oh, I'm stuck to the fence. So yeah, for a beta, this is really good, and I don't care what anybody's been saying about it and how everybody's been moaning about it. I'm quite chuckled with it, enamored, drawn. It's a shame it ends at level 7. Oh, come on, there's only a month to go, but I don't know. You know me. When I get stuck on stuff, it's hard to think about anything else. You know, when I like my games, I like my games. Some utensils. Now, there's some extra stuff. Utensils, you see, like fluffy toys, you see all these weird ones. So, they're obviously going to have an effect. But at the moment, because we've only got minimum access, we don't know what the actual... what extras they're actually going to give us. So we've got an SMG there, which isn't bad. Now, some news I have got to report, which is pretty sad, is that my videos at the moment are not being distributed properly by YouTube. And this is becoming a big problem, because it doesn't matter what I'm doing, it doesn't seem to get distributed properly, and I've been told that it's something to do with the algorithms over time, so I have to look into it. But it's really sad, because apparently the more you stream, the worse it is for your stream, not put up videos. The worse it is for your channel. it's detrimental to your channel. It's good for getting money from people who, all you nice people who kind of donate money, but for the actual stream, it brings your stats down. So I'm kind of looking into that at the moment because I wasn't aware of that. And my main thing is streaming, so it might be a case of just having to move over to Twitch.
I'm honestly not sure we'll make it through this one. Agents are trickling in every other day or so that's
Yeah, this game's really strange. I mean, I'll be honest, Morgan, I don't think it's very good to watch
If the city falls, the country falls with it.
in general.
Any news about our latest POTUS?
But it isn't a shooting
Pretty sure he
game.
survived the crash at least.
Because I don't like shooting games. You know, for example, Ghost Recon Wildlands, which is made by Ubisoft as well, is a shooting game. I love Ghost Recon, but I can kind of take it or leave it. But this game, I don't know. I absolutely love it. I really do. Always have done. I love the first one. I love the second one.
I don't drink this shit for pleasure.
Trust me, it's good. You should savor it. Might be your last chance.
It still tastes like dirt.
What's happening in New York is just the
By the way, I think
Oh,
Elite is going to
I want
get
you to put
rebooted
together a
next
team.
year.
I already have
Not
a
in
team.
this
A
year,
bigger
next
team,
year.
more diversified. For what?
Agent in
For
need of
whatever
backup.
it takes.
I really do. I think Elite's going to be rebooted, and I think it's gonna they're going to bring out a new version of it, and we should be able to port our save games over. I expect we can. I expect if you don't want to do it, you'll be able to stick with the old Elite game. It's just my 2 cents, but from what I've been reading, it looks like that might be the case. Because, as I've said before, there's problems with there's problems with the current build. Where did he go? Oh, you bugger looks.
You're fucking dead, Agent.
Nope, you're definitely dead. Right. So, did I unlocked a second weapon slot? Okay, so
Incoming backup request.
unfortunately, though, have you seen how many rifles I have and nothing else? Jesus, my ass. It doesn't exist. It's like, what do you like? We're gonna drop everything else. What do you least like? Well, it happens to be that my least favourite gun is a marksman rifle. Completely. I wonder if you get a bonus for that.
Priority item detected.
So yeah, I don't know whether I'm going to have to change something about my YouTube account. I'm not too sure yet. I don't want to go crazy, but it does look as though the longer you stream, the worse it is for yourself. So, for example, at the moment, the only people dropping in the stream are my regular viewers, which is fantastic because you want your regular viewers to be dropping in. But new viewers, not happening so much. Even when I'm covering brand new games or I'm covering betas and stuff like that, like I am right now, you would expect some overflow, but it just doesn't seem to happen. So we're gonna have, it's something I have to look at, and it's really sad because I really don't want to have to make any changes to my. I don't want to have to make any serious changes to the account, at least. I'm doing well. We're doing well considering I'm at level 1. Or level 2, sorry. The last time I was at this level, I think I was a bit all over the place. Maybe I'm just getting used to it, I don't know. There is talk of The Last of Us 2 coming this year. I don't know how solid it is. I don't believe it as solidly as some people seem to be. I just don't care how good your game is. I think you're gonna be chatting about it if it's The Last of Us 2. There are some bad guys down there, but we're gonna kind of half try to avoid them. There's a gun battle going on here.
These assholes never stop coming. Who do you think you are?
I can't see him. Is that him there? Yeah.
That was the last one. How many of them did we get?
Portable electronic device detected.
Oh, I just ran straight by that, but I don't know. Oh, there it is.
Where's the prisoners?
Let's do this.
I got tired of them moaning.
So you let them go?
No, I didn't let them go.
Motherfucker, we were gonna trade them.
You're coming up on the theater settlement. The woman who runs it is named Odessa Sawyer. Try to stay on her good side.
The theater. Okay.
Good to see you.
Gotta keep pushing. We're almost there.
Safe area entered.
You guys are kicking ass, Agent.
I like the I do like the music when you go into a safe zone. I don't know, I really do, but I actually think it's all right. Kind of half works.
Agent in need of backup.
Can I ask a question, Morgan? Divergent. So is that a mixture of you? Did you used to be a diver or something? Did you used to be a deep sea diver doing pipes and stuff? And you're kind of mixing up divergent, diversion. Or do you actually just mean divergent? Okay, again, I'm going to skip that because I don't want to actually do any storyline spoilers. So, I'm nice like that. We don't want to mess things up for people. Right, so we're going to do that. Get out my way, you.
Agent requesting backup.
Do you know what? Once I've done this, if somebody requests backup, I'm actually going to give them it. Especially in this area. I'm hoping it doesn't... I don't think it wrecks your progress, because it's on somebody else's map. Right, so we've got to see the vendor.
I think you'll want to check this out.
I actually want to check out my kit before I make a decision to sell to him. So we've got nothing but stuff to sell. The mask, we do have a green mask, thankfully. We can't use any backpacks, we can't use any gloves, knee pads, and everything's just kind of sellable, so...
Glad you're here. Exactly what I needed. I needed that. Thanks. My inventory could use this. My inventory could use this.
Yeah,
I needed
keep
that.
saying that.
Thanks. My inventory could use this. I needed that. Thanks. This fits the bill. I appreciate your
Right,
business.
so he's got gloves, a mask, and a bag, and they're all a gloves, mask, and a bag. So gloves, so the only thing I can take from him is the mask,
Always nice to see
and that's
an agent
because I
around here.
don't want
Thanks for
to
shopping with me.
break. I can take a holster.
Thanks
I
for the
think.
deal.
I can take a holster.
Thanks, Agent.
And the reason that I'm going to explain this is the reason I don't want to break that 3 set that I have there. It's really important that I keep that set.
You need it. I've got it. Come check it out.
So because it gives
Ready to
me
make a
a
deal?
lot of extra kind of skills. So so item.
I needed that.
I just noticed some
That's
bad
just what I
guys having a
needed.
fight there. Okay, so we need to go to the stash. Okay, we've done the stash. Okay, so M. Oh, was it your own school then? I don't know. I've probably asked you a million times where you come from, Morgan. I never forget names, and I very rarely forget faces. Faces first, actually. I never forget faces. I rarely forget names. But where do you live?
Oh, hey, Agent.
Right, so Grand Western Hotel. Okay, so don't really want to do that mission yet, but I will do it if I have to.
Incoming backup request.
Okay, so I can press. Let me press this button, and it should take me where the thing is, and answer the call. Ooh,
Backup request accepted.
nice one. It's gonna port me.
You have been promoted to group leader.
Agent, the main entrance to the library is east of your position.
Another agent has been promoted to group leader.
Oh, this guy's. Oh, hang on. Is my mic on? Sorry, mate. I'm streaming at the moment.
Manny.
So sorry if I'm speaking, mate, but I've got a stream going, so.
Just got a report of activity on the roof. See if you can find a way up there.
Oh, Morgan, you're gonna have to send me some whiskey. West Coast, yeah.
On what?
Sorry, I'm doing a stream at the moment. I'm talking to some people who are watching.
Okay.
You just do what you do, I'll help you.
I don't know what I do.
I think we have to go upstairs actually here.
Maybe.
I can't remember the button. Hang on. The control button. There you go. Try to stay in cover, because this game kills you if you're standing out of cover. Let your armor recover. You can pull back if you want and hide somewhere. Okay, you're okay now. You can push up.
Hello. Yeah. Thank God.
We'll stay here until it's safe, then head to the theater.
Go down again.
Oh, I've disabled voice over IP, but I don't know what I was doing. And I'm coming, don't worry. I wanted to disable it, not disable... There we go. Whoops. So I just wanted to engage push to talk. Oh. Stuck behind the door. There we go. Oh, there we go. I love shooting snipers. It's like my favorite thing. Snipers and grenadiers. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Stay there, stay there.
Thanks.
No problem. Oh.
And again.
Where is he gone? Okay, let my drone protect you, it'll keep you covered. Okay, so let's... Oh, we destroyed it anyway.
What? No.
You have to find the exit, I think, somewhere.
Where's the boss?
Ah, the exit's downstairs when you came in.
Okay.
To your left. Okay, have fun. I'm gonna move on and help some other people.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, anytime.
Safe area detected.
Okay. That was fun. Enjoyed that.
You need it. I've got it. Come check it out.
The question is, did I get anything decent? No, that's not going to be decent. That's not, oh! No, it's not. Ah, it's a step up. It's the first assault rifle I've had, so I'm going to go with it. The only thing is with the AK, I think the bounce on it's a bit much. But, well, we'll see how it goes. Okay. So, I don't think that affects my online game.
Agent to arrive.
I think we'll go do this mission and see if I can actually do this on my own. Yeah,
Glad you're here, Agent.
how far north are you in Scotland, Morgan?
Do not cross the perimeter. We will help you if we could.
And why do I have so many Scottish people on my channel?
Hostile control point nearby.
I'm not complaining. It's just, I don't have a fair few. Right. Get a box! Oh, got a mask. The only thing is the mask... Ah, the mask's kind of changeable. Let's see what we've got. Damage to elites? Oh, yeah, I'll definitely take damage to elites on a mask. Damn right. The thing is that these things, I love it. The fact that they give them from the lower level now is... I think it's a stroke of genius. You really have to look at all of your stuff and make decisions
Hostile control point detected.
About how you're going to use it.
You're right next to the Grand Washington Hotel.
The first time I loaded the game up, I literally just went armor, armor, armor.
What the fuck was that? It came from inside the building? Oh no shit, but what caused it?
So I was just like, oh, if it's got armor, I'll take it. And then I equipped a couple of the...
Once you're inside, find a way to the atrium.
A couple of the group things, and like I'm saying, here with this, I've got a 3-piece already, and I'm level 2. And I've got skill, power, health, and weapon damage. Whether that happens in the full game, I hope it does, because I think it's really good. Whether it happens in the full game is another thing, but it would be nice to see. I'm not sure if this is just the mission that I was doing with that guy there.
Hostile radio intercepted.
We're under attack. It might be a diversion, so be ready.
Yeah, the AK is just so much more jumpy than the regular rifle. It's like, I don't know, you've got to pull the stick down quite a lot in order to get the shot off. If you want to keep it in head range, it's really difficult. You can see there. So, although it's a heavy, a better gun, technically, you've kind of got to do spurts with it. You know?
Agent in need of backup.
You know? Don't know, it's a strange one. It's more powerful than the other one, but
Hostile radio intercepted.
I'm just gonna switch back to my original one.
Everybody, get to the atrium.
The damage is hugely different. That's the strange thing.
Hyena big shot, real unpleasant. We need to
The damage is massively different, but it just seems to... I don't know, it seems to work better. We just picked up some gloves. Let's have a quick look at the gloves. So we can't change the gloves. Even if they're better. It's just not going to give us the value. So it's better to keep them. Right, so you don't shoot the big guy here. Because he buggers off. You see, he runs into the lift. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for the grenaders, because the grenaders are the most dangerous here. I've loaded my bloody gun at the same time. Don't affect me, please. It was just a bit off, so that's good. And this is a looter shooter, so there's nothing wrong with being patient. Although they seem to be patient according to your reticule. Which is good, bad, indifferent. I don't know what people think about it. I'm to drop his... So you saw a glitch there. But I'm gonna be honest, I just don't think that the glitches are that relevant. darn good shot. Come on. Stuck a stick. There we go.
Take the stairs to the
Jason,
right of the elevators and work your way up.
Uncle James, Grand Washington Hotel. I don't remember if it was this one that they were doing, but I don't mind helping people out. It's come on. See how as soon as I left my post, they start shooting? I don't like ESP in games. It's one of the things I really don't like. When games have ESP, it drives me up the wall. Intelligent AI that shoots when it thinks the coast is clear, no, I have no problem with that. Drives me crazy when they've got ESP. Really does. Just doesn't feel right when you're playing it, or when you're doing it, should I say? It's the armor. Yeah, I don't need armor. We're doing all right. We're not dying yet. I've yet to use my skill. He says. I'm going to use that now because I'm going to have it on there. So there he is, ready. I think that's it. Oh, that doggy. No.
I just found an ammo stockpile. I'm gonna detonate it.
Why don't you detonate nothing? I hate it sometimes. I really do.
Get, you dumb sons of bitches.
You doing alright there, Kelso?
As long as I'm not breathing asbestos. That blast did a lot of damage.
I've still got level 1 gun, by the way.
Incoming backup request.
Right, so none of these we can actually use. Unless they're the same thing but a big upgrade, and they're not. See, that has an upgrade of massive upgrade of armor, but then I lose all those extra things, so it makes absolutely no sense to upgrade it. I'm still using a level 1 gun, although that AK I'm gonna mark as a favorite so that I don't accidentally get rid of it. If I did that, that would be terrible.
Doors are now closing. Going up. Elevator power has been disrupted.
Get the doors open. So yeah, the main reason I came on to actually stream tonight was because of all the people moaning about the game. People saying that it wasn't ready to be in beta, that it isn't a good game, that they've messed it up. I don't know how anybody can think they've messed it up. That's my kind of main thing with it, because it's because they absolutely haven't messed it up. I've seen games far worse off than this. Especially in beta. How do you manage to do that? I managed to miss 2 shots in a row. He's good. He's really good. Oh, that was good timing. Got a gun. Got a box. Right. Oh. It's courage.
I'm on the roof, holding for backup.
I have eyes on you, Kelso.
You see Saint?
I don't know what he looks like, but there are plenty of hostiles up there.
Not for long.
Grenade in the air!
Actually shoot through cardboard.
Incoming backup request.
Pardon me. I'm sorry, people.
I'm tearing him to pieces!
Okay. Yep, I know this one. It's difficult. Well, it's not difficult, but not easy either.
Glad you made it.
She actually has skills, and I like that. That's something that you never saw in the first one. So she's got skills. She deploys her skills, and she does it to very, very good effect in general. I love that sound of armor breaking. Like, yeah, he's a bullet sponge. He's still a bullet sponge. They were always bullet sponges, but now it feels like the armor's breaking. It feels like you're getting somewhere. I don't know. It's just, it's a nice feeling. It feels right these days. Stick around. Let's go up for the next one. Ooh, that might have been alright. Actually, that might have been something decent. And we've got 2 sets of gloves. Because you want that at the end of a mission, 2 sets of gloves. Why would you want a mixture? Alright, let's have a look. We've got something over there.
Eleanor?
Yeah, point the gun at her, why
Your
don't
mom
you?
sent us to bring you home. Are you hurt?
Who are you? What's going on?
She's in shock. I'll bring her down when she's fit to move. Let's meet at the theater later.
Right, now, you see this one has an anchor too, and it's higher than that one. It's 25 higher, so we can actually go with that without losing anything, which is good. So we don't lose anything, but we're going to gain something, which is fantastic.
Heads up, you've got hostiles flooding into the building from the street.
Get down there and take care of them. I got Eleanor.
I think this is where we get to take on the big gun. And whereas I don't believe in it, I like it. That's easy.
I'll patch her in. Odessa, Kelso has some news for you.
We got Eleanor. Is she okay? She's okay. I'm bringing her home. Oh, God. Oh, thank God. See you soon.
Too easy, wasn't it? Oh, just felt weird there. We have some gloves. And they don't give us anything. Tons of stuff though. Whoops, so easy. Right, 1 second, I'm just gonna have a really quick break, people, so just give us 2 seconds. Hopefully I'm not gonna die in this break.
Incoming backup request.
Right, so anybody who asks for help,
Agent in need of backup.
there you go. This dude, he's gonna get backup. Answer the call. I
Backup
love this.
request acknowledged.
I love this answering the call thing. It's class.
Group leader. You are now group leader. Backup arrived.
That's what you get, you dumb sons of bitches.
Doing all right there, Kelso?
As long as I'm not breathing asbestos.
Hello.
That blast did a lot of damage.
Another agent has been promoted to group leader.
Ay, shit. Still level 1 gun. Here he comes to wreck the
I'm on the
day.
roof, holding for backup.
I have eyes on Kelso.
You see Saint?
I don't know what he looks like, but there are plenty of hostiles up there.
Not for long. Not.
Fantastic. Is that a marksman rifle you're using, or pump action? Why is that?
Glad you made it.
Ready when you are.
I see. Right. Okay. I love this mission. I like this bad guy. I know I've just done it, but I'd happily do it again. Apple. It feels like the music was done by the people who did how you can just strip them. It's great.
Eleanor? Your mom sent us to bring you home. Are you hurt?
Who are you? Who are you? What's going on? What's going on?
She's in shock. I'll bring her down when she's fit to move. Let's meet at the theater later.
Still gotta do the get out part, haven't we?
Heads up. You got hostiles flooding into the building from the street.
Get down there and take care of them. I got Eleanor.
Oh, I can't stand scopes, but I understand people who can use them. I'm an assault rifle all the way. And currently she doesn't have a gun in her hands. Ah! That's a really weird suppressed.
I'll patch her in. Odessa? Kelso has some news for you.
We got Eleanor.
Is she okay?
She's okay. I'm bringing her home.
Oh, God.
Okay, good. See you soon.
Right. I get good accuracy on it, but I understand it's not for everybody. But the shotgun, if you can use a scope, it's pretty good. Probably the meta on launch. Probably the Metron launch. I'll catch you later. Thanks very much. I like it. I like being able to just drop it. I mean, to be fair, she knew what she was doing. I think some people, when they have an open group, it makes automatic calls for them, which I don't know. Don't agree with that, but you know. That is definitely somebody, she seemed to know what she was doing, so it's always good to have somebody like that when you're... have to disrupt the public execution on that one. We can donate chest armor, I have no problem doing that. Neutralize the hostile activity and donate steel, we've got steel. For sure. So, okay, we've got two things we've got to do. No, we won't. So, people, like, she seemed pretty good. The guy before actually seemed pretty good. Let me just go into my Ubiplay, because there's sometimes, I don't know, you meet people in game and then you never add them and they're actually pretty good. So she was pretty good, and the guy before didn't know the game well, but I noticed, like, when you said get in cover, he actually got in cover, but well, that isn't working at the moment, so that's not going to work, so we'll just go with it as it is.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't do that when it discharges. Well, not that I've seen. Right, so we did actually need to see how much shade tech we have, because we've got one. Do we go for the grip mod? The reason I've gone for the grip mod is it actually adds... Wow, we're still on number 1. Can you believe this? We're still on number 1. We're using the grip because we haven't got anything else to use at the moment that I can see. I'm going to go back into it. I'm going to see if there's anything else, but I don't think there is. We've got an AUG, which is submachine, tactical vector, submachine gun, AK, but that's too much. Submachine gun, AUG, it's an assault rifle, but it has a, if I remember, it's a burst shot.
Agent requesting backup.
Crazy stuff. I'll do. We haven't got a double up on it, so.
Come over here, Agent. Take a look at what I've got for you.
Who's that? Reforman? Juan? Juan? I think that was the one that I was gonna.
Backup request accepted. Agent in need of backup.
Hey, Master Reaper. I have one. If you feel bad that you gave it away,
Another agent is now.
I have no problem.
You are now in a group.
Giving you mine.
Another agent has
Or
been
one of
promoted
mine.
to group leader.
But if it was actually just a gesture and you're really happy, then I don't know. I don't think it's a bad game. I really don't.
Heavily armored. Hostile detected.
I genuinely think this is a very good game. Christ on a stick, what's he shooting at? Forget the suppressed guy, go after the leader. Tracer shots here. Way!
Agent, stop by when you can. There's a project ready to be completed.
So I don't know, I feel bad that you gave your beta code away. It's not a bad beta for betas, as far as betas go. It's not that bad. Oh no, that's terrible. You didn't have time. I'm gonna start a protest against this thing we call life. I mean, seriously.
Entering safe area.
You only get to live life once, and however you want to live it is however you want to live it. I'm not gonna question it.
Hello,
but,
I'm Anaya. I'm going to be helping out at the base of
Brian,
operations with
go back to bed.
fabrication. It's a pleasure to meet
You
you.
wanna log in? Log in if you wanna log in. You can log in if you wanna log in. I'm not gonna fight you. I might fight you in game, but I'm not gonna fight you.
Good to see you, Agent.
Where's my past
Agent,
people?
it's always nice to see you.
God, I'm gonna be annoyed by this. Hang on a minute. Who was it? It was Gamer Chick Ali and I don't remember the other name. NPB.
Guess who's here?
I need to remember. I'm gonna get. I'll go back in the stream actually and see it. I didn't even think about that. Sorry, Brian. If it makes you feel any better, I've gone with a lower level.
Look, you tell him that this isn't up for debate. He needs to stand the fuck down.
I'll try reasoning with him, but you know how he gets.
As I said before, not spoiling anything. I'm not gonna do it.
Killed if he keeps this
I'm
shit
not
up.
evil. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'm a bad influence. I'm gonna be honest. I dreamt about this game last night. It's disgusting, isn't it? It's ridiculous. I've been waiting it for like forever. Right, okay. So they're all done. The Chelsea Watts is downstairs. Check out projects. Okay, they're here. Project's finished.
backup request.
No. I'm annoyed that that isn't working, but I'm gonna go open this box anyway because it's a kick-ass box. It does look better in game. You're absolutely right. I don't even have an argument for that. The game just looks nicer in general. Okay, so we've got 4. I don't think 4 makes a difference. Do you mean my stream doesn't look good? Cause yeah, it could be restream. It might be that actually that you've got your settings down too low. Could be that. I'm not gonna say that's
in need of backup.
I'm not gonna say that's what it is, but I have to talk to. Yeah, it's not letting me do it because I have to talk to Chelsea Watts and check on the settlement progress. So, and I actually don't know where the settlement progress is. I thought it was up here. Yeah, it is. Okay. My memory is pretty damn good.
All in your debt, Agent.
My tolerance to alcohol, however, pretty damn low.
I have a big favor to ask. The Declaration of Independence is still in the archives building.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
we're
you'd
not
be
gonna do
willing
that
to
yet.
bring it back.
This is a war zone.
No, we have
Different
more
rules apply.
problems to solve. But we can all use a reminder of what we're fighting for. And
Right,
what we
so
stand to
I'm
lose.
hoping. Matchmaker, that's the one I wanted. Matchmaker. Answer the call. Let's just see what the matchmaking does. Please.
Something smells good.
Hey, that's great.
Well, I'll travel back to the did we do the safe? Oh Christ, I haven't even done the safe house. Okay. That might be why it's not matchmaking.
What's up, Agent? Good to see you.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, but you see there, some of my things don't load, Brian.
Leaving safe area.
And I've still got a level 1 gun. Pardon me.
Serious trauma detected.
Please don't blow me up. Oh, I knew it'd get me. Okay. I feel really stupid now. I feel really stupid now. Very stupid. I'll be alright.
Safe area detected.
I just couldn't see where she was, so I kind of got a bit flustered. Right, okay, so perks. We've got 1 perk, so we're gonna go with. We've only got 1.
Agent request.
Oh, it's gonna pull me automatically. I like this. Pulls me automatically into the mission.
Another agent has been promoted to group leader.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Brian, because I was desperate for you actually to play it. I've always been trying to get you to actually play the beta because I'm selfish and it's the way I am. But honestly, in all honesty, I've always tried to get you to play the Division because I thought I had a feeling you might like it. Oh crap.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Oh! Hello? You can try and come over. Don't get died. Don't go die. Don't get die. Don't get die.
Assistance needed. Reinforcements incoming. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Detected.
Oi, you two. Enough. Yes. Enough from you. I'm dealing with cats. Right, okay, we're done. Well, because it's Brian, you're saying that, like, it seems somewhat finished, and you're absolutely right. It actually does. Because it is, essentially. I mean, compared to a lot of other betas, they kind of know what's going on. What, did I die? I probably did. We're gonna have to go open this fucking safe place, otherwise I'm gonna be sat here messing about forever, so we'll do this.
It's an honor, Agent.
So they know what they're aiming at. A lot of people are giving it a hard time. I actually think it's incredibly polished. Oops, so there you go.
Hostile control point nearby.
But it could be because I'm drunk. It could be. Had a few. I just love smoking fools. Smoking fools and... Ah! Where's it gone? You've gone the wrong place, you dial. Oh, no. Selfish.
Nowhere to run.
He wasn't actually a hyena. Some of these are not hyenas, and I don't understand that concept of why they're not hyenas. I mean, they should be Yeah, I mean, it's got glitches. I mean, it has. I saw you breakdancing in an elevator and stuff, but I definitely don't think it's anywhere near what the people are saying. But it's one of the reasons why I titled it the way I did, because I think some people, you know, with Elite, like, people just go towards Assault all the time, and there's no respite, you know, it's all negative. This is not, there's people saying don't pre-order it, and I'm like, why not? The graphics are a bit off for me, they could be slightly better, I feel. I don't hate it, but the skybox is not as good as... I don't think the skybox is as good as the first one. But that's a personal opinion. But I don't think it is. I just think if you've played the Division 1, this is definitely an upgrade. I'll be honest and say that I don't like the setting. I've been very honest about that. I don't like the setting. I don't love it.
Launching grenade.
Backup request.
Finish them off. Out of ammo.
And yeah, it's a private beta. It's not even the it's not even the public beta yet. Public beta will be good, I think.
Safe area detected.
Oh, by the way, Brian, Division 1 you can download it as a demo. I'll play it with you.
Really interesting intel here.
I've got no shame.
Like
I'll play it with you if you want to play it. But you can actually download it to level 7 like you can this game.
Shade tech cache detected.
Right, it's perks. We want perks. We've got one detection. I'm gonna be honest and say that this gun is level 1. It's ridiculous that this gun is level 1. It shows you how the fucking RNG thing works. Because I'm gonna go with an AUG, but the problem with the AUG is it is it's a problem, the AUG, because it shoots in bursts. Go with that one. RH, whatever the RH is. That can go. Crap on a stick. We need RH something. 3 and 2. Maybe 3 and 3. 3 and 3.
Civilians are reminded that new clothing and footwear is distributed on a first-come, first-served basis. If you require any special
Here you go. Best gear in the city. Come take a look.
at the supply depot between 1200 and 1400 hours.
Exactly what I want. I've been looking for that. Just what I needed. I can definitely use this. I've been looking for that. I've been looking for that.
I'm
Just what I
hoping
needed.
that I don't
Exactly
need
what I
any of
want.
this stuff.
I was looking for one of those. I can definitely use this. I can definitely use this. That was a good deal.
500 quid, but a chest plate, an orb gun.
Evening food rations will be reinstated from tomorrow and distributed daily between 1800 and 2000 hours.
Low prices, big selection. That's what I've got.
Agent requesting backup.
Why is it not working?
Backpacks to boots. You want it? I've got it.
I don't know if it's because you're in here. Or whether you have to go to the crafting station and to the projects.
Come over here, Agent. Take a look at what I've got for you.
Agent, it seems I have the equipment I need. I'm eager to get started.
Disrupt the public execution. Okay. Okay. Did something. 339. Okay.
If you leave the safe area, please remember to take your identity card with you.
I'll answer the call and just wait for something to come in. So tired. So tired. Oh, it's dropped me in. I know, I should. I will.
Another agent is now group leader. You are now multiple hostiles inbound. Another agent has been promoted to group leader.
I can't believe you're telling me to go to bed when you actually you can't sleep. It's the loot shooter element, isn't it? You're like loot, loot, loot. It seems fucked. I don't actually know. Oh yeah, yes, that's good. An org that does that, I'm happy. But
time to check out.
The general org, because it does this weird thing, I'm happy. So I did say it was a burst because it's been a burst. Every one that I've clipped, so I'm happy because. I didn't lie, I just didn't know. Big difference. Lying is to be the willing participant in a fraud.
Good work. Take that Shade Tech cash to the quartermaster when you get a chance. Might as well get some use out of it.
Thank you, son. Right, okay. Right, people, I'm gonna have to call it a night because it's 3:45 and I'm absolutely cream crackered. So, I'm gonna say thank you for watching the stream. Have a good evening. Brian, I'll probably be back on Sunday. If you're interested on Sunday, let me know, okay? So, everybody else, have a good night and enjoy yourself. 9-7.